Okay, guys, I'm here today on March 16, 2021 to clarify the assignments for this week before our meeting on Thursday. So it's Tuesday today, and just yesterday afternoon, I assigned to you guys a thesis statement assignment based on our reading of The Great Gatsby. And there were a couple of questions from students that I got an email, which always signals to me that I need to clarify some things in my instructions or my goals or our standards. So I'm just going to do a little bit doing this video right now because I wanted to clarify that for you all. So we did just finish The Great Gatsby with our chapter 8 and 9 questions last week, where we see Jay Gatsby is taking the blame essentially for Daisy Buchanan, who is behind the wheel when Myrtle Wilson runs out inside to the vehicle and runs her over and kills her immediately. And Gatsby sort of doubles down on his love and infatuation with Daisy and takes the blame. This, of course, does not go in his favor. It makes Wilson, the mechanic, believe that he is the person who killed his wife, and then he goes back and murders Gatsby at his mansion. So that is the conclusion, the tragic conclusion of the novel. And so as we begin to think about the themes that are on display here in this scene and throughout the course of the 9 chapters of The Great Gatsby, I wanted you guys to begin thinking about how you are going to answer one of many essays. So I assigned this thesis statement question in the form of a Google question right here that's due tomorrow. And I apologize for not clarifying this earlier, but that is to respond to one of these essay prompts. So if you go into Great Gatsby essay prompts, you will see a number of different options here, actually a lot. I think I have 5 essay prompt options. The criteria of the essay are all up here, but we're not going to get to that right now because we're only concerned at the current moment with the thesis itself. So this one asks about recreating the past. What statement about the past is Fitzgerald making here? This question is alluding to the conversation about between Gatsby and Nick about recreating the past and if that's possible. So basically, I want you to answer what message is the author making about that part of Gatsby's identity and belief system. This one is about morality in the novel. What do you think the author is trying to say about the lack of morality? What symbols, aka the eyes of T.J. Eckelberg, what are they saying about the morality on display throughout this novel, or the lack of? This one is pretty straightforward. Do you think the novel is more sympathetic to or critical of wealth? So we see Gatsby fall, but is that a critique of Gatsby? We also see Nick compliment Gatsby and say that he was the best one of the lot, or worth the whole bunch put together. So is Fitzgerald critiquing or putting negativity onto wealth, or is he sympathizing with it? Then we have the idea of about identity in the novel. A lot of themes here. So identity, is it an acceptance of who you are, or is it a creation of who you want to be? We certainly see Gatsby create who he wants to be, and does that cost he pays because he's not accepting who he is? So that's the one there. And lastly, is the American dream real, achievable, or even possible? Why or why not? So these are the prompts, and your thesis should respond to one of these prompts in Google Classroom. You can write your thesis just in the question inserts there and submit it, or if you have a whole document, you can attach the document or whatever you got to do to get that thesis statement into me. Again, this is likely going to change, so this is more of like a hypothesis or hypothetical thesis, but I wanted to clarify what this assignment's directions were, because I don't think I did a good enough job on the onset, and that's my fault. So hopefully this was helpful. Please reach out if you do have any more questions, and take care, guys. I look forward to reading what you have to say about The Great Gatsby. Bye-bye.